Hey guys, Gavin, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are back with Forza 7. Now I know this is a game that I said I might bring back, but I wasn't sure if I would. So, you've already seen the title, so you know what we're doing today. We're going to be resuming our series with the Formula E cars. Now, I have some points changes I was thinking of making, but then I realized we've already started the season, so we can't make them. So we got some points changes that we're going to do for the next season, which I've already decided. It's going to be the Forza Touring cars, which I originally said was going to be Season 4, but it was not. It ended up being it because I didn't feel like it at the time. Well, that's changed. It deserves to be the next season of this. For those of you who don't know how this points system works, it's very simple because we had one points format for seasons 1 and 2, then I changed it, adding some things for season 3, and then for season 4 we went back to basics. So the points format is, at the end of the race, a driver is awarded points based on their finishing position. So last place earns 1 point, and each position go up gets another point. And once you get to the race winner, they get the most points, plus an extra 5 bonus points just to incentivize winning that much more. Now, watching back some footage of the series, I've realized that there's some other stuff I could do. It just take a little bit of time after the race for me to have to stop recording basically and then look through the footage, but there's other stuff I can do. Fastest lap is easy. I can do that. We were doing it before, and since NASCAR does it, I don't see any reason why I can't. And the other points changes I was thinking of making was, the race winner would get 10 bonus points rather than 5, and then award points for leading laps, which would be pretty easy. All I'd have to do is just rewatch the footage and just keep track of who was leading throughout the race. Be very easy. So yeah, those are changes that are going to be coming for Season 5, which, yes, Forza 7's back, and we're going to keep doing it. And I've thought about, I think we are going to move this series to Forza 8, but I want to get all the divisions that I had planned on doing. We're going to do all of those first. First of all, I prefer the driving in Forza 7 over Forza 8. Or as it's called, Forza Motorsport. So I think eventually this year, if I'm still doing it by that point, we will move this series to Forza Motorsport 8. But for now, Forza 7, because that's the game this all started on. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get to the racetrack. Alright, so here we are. We are at Mugello for the Mugello 29. It's 9 laps around the full circuit here in Italy. Now, I will say, I've thought of the idea of making the races longer since I can edit now, so I can just cut out some stuff. Plus, I'm already doing videos that are, Forza 7's, or Final Fantasy 7's already 50 minutes each episode, so I'll probably raise the race links for Season 5. I'm just going to leave things as they are for Season 4 with the Formula E cars. And then Forza Touring cars, since I did them dirty by not giving them Season 4, they'll get all the improvements we're going to make to the series. Looking at the point standings here, so your points leader with 22 points and 1 win is Susan Graves. And second in points with 19 points is Lexa Patterson. She also has a win that came at Indianapolis. Susan's at Homestead, our most previous race. Third in points with 15 points is Bryce Ewert. Fourth in points with 11 points is me. Fifth with 10 points is Kurt Elliott. Sixth with 8 points is Katie Goff. Seventh with 7 points is Connor Snelling, or as I've come to call him, the Prodigy. And then tied 8th in points with 4 points each are Barrett Sims and Carissa Nasato, which I think is the lowest she's ever been in points. But it's early in the season. Things can change around. But anyways, let's get into it. I'm just going to say this now. Excuse me if I'm bad at the game. I've not played this game in a couple years, so just excuse me for that. Alright. Oh, it looks like I'm going to be starting on pole here. Alright. Alright. Cool, I remember the controls. Alright, we are underway here at Mugello. I forgot to do my research on the drivers. I watched my my video on for the setup of the season like once. Oh god. And none of who's who stuck with me. But I'll remember everything again eventually. Okay, so the leaders have pulled out in front of me here. Okay, like I said, I've not played this game in a couple years, so I don't exactly remember how to get my way around here very well. Lord. Okay, this thing's a wild thing. I thought I remembered these things driving better than what they do, but I was wrong. Okay. Alright, one lap down and I'm back in third, which, I mean, could be worse. Alright, we've reached max gear here. We're going to go in first person here. See how much better I do. I think the right word would be how much worse I do. Yeah, this car does not drive great. And I definitely feel like a moving chicane right now. I've realized as I'm recording this, I don't know when Forza 7 is going to go up. I know I threw up the idea of having it be the other day, the other weekend day that Sims Bustin' Out isn't, which I might do. Wouldn't be as easy to remember as, say, Monday is NASCAR 5, but, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Alright, went wide there. Alright. Alright, went in the sand there. I would say I need to trust the car more, but look how sideways this thing gets. I don't think it's earned that trust. I'm just gonna preemptively apologize for not talking too much. Like I said, I think it was in the race at Pocono for NASCAR 8.5. I do not have Michael Mertz's talent to just constantly talk throughout the race. So I do want to apologize preemptively. The car just, I will say, does not feel great. I'm constantly getting sideways here. God, leader's out almost 12 seconds ahead of me. Good Lord Almighty. I can tell this is not my type of car. I'm gonna have to make some adjustments going into. I'm gonna have to tune this car a little bit because this is not great. Oh man, I haven't really found anywhere where I'm faster than the AI, which is very concerning. Like usually, it's like I can find somewhere where, okay, that's where I'm better than them. I need to like use my advantage there to its fullest extent. But there's nowhere I'm faster than them. So I'm kind of just screwed here. This car just does not drive well at all. Definitely say qualifying well, because you know I qualified definitely. Definitely helped. It's the reason why I'm still in the top 5. This car is just so unbelievably tight. It's not even funny. I definitely say I don't think I've struggled with the car like this in a while in Forza. So I guess this is just a... This is just gonna be a... not a very exciting race. The only part of this that was exciting was the start. So I'm trying to push the car a little bit here. See if I can just find anything. But I'm really struggling here with this thing. Okay, I found something there. So that lap I gained probably around 5/10 or so. I want to say he was 2.2 seconds ahead at the start of that lap, but I may be wrong. It may have been around like 3.2 or something like that, but I gained some time there. I found something. I have found something here. I have to use those rumble strips to a little bit extra road, as you know everyone does. Because I kind of need it with how this thing drives. This part of the track right here, that's my biggest ally right there. That one carousel-esque turn. That's gonna... That carousel-esque turn is gonna be so important. I can already... like 2 laps in, I've picked up time there. A good amount of time. Once again, going into that last lap, I was about 1.7 seconds back, and I'm now half a second back. So I'm gaining about a second and a half at that through that turn every time. Well, the last 2 times I should say. I've kind of just got to find a little bit more something around the rest of the track so I can mitigate how far away he gets from me. There was something there. Uh-oh, okay. Try to go to the inside here. And I got loose. God damn it. Don't want to hit him. Okay, don't block me like that, dude. There we go. There we go. Gives me position there. Okay, up to P4. I've definitely learned something, but God, I wish I had like another 5 or so laps. I should probably make some... I could definitely get to second if I had a couple more laps. But, well, we're coming. White flag. White flag's in the air. Last lap here at Mugello. Like I said, God, I wish I had a couple more laps, because I could definitely get third if I did. I seriously thought about making the races longer for this season, but I decided since this season's already started, we'll leave it as is. Try to get everything out of this track and car I can. The car wants to get so loose on me. I'm driving this thing as hard as I can here. Strip. Draft. Now shoot to the inside here. Oh, contact. More contact. Man, he got me. God dang it. Well, with how the race looked like it was going, I can't complain about fourth. Alright. Alright. Well, give me a second. I'm gonna calculate the points, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so I've run the numbers. We've got the point standings, but I forgot to announce our finishing order here. So, our finishing order here at Mugello. Yes, I've still got the sheets of paper. Alright. So, your race winner in the number 6 is Connor Snelling, who, coming into this race, was 7th in points. So, a huge points day for him. Second, in the number 99, was Alexa Patterson, who was 2nd in points coming into this. Third, in the number 47, is Katie Goff, who's 6th in points coming in. Then, obviously, I finished 4th, and I was 4th in points coming in. 5th, in the number 21, was Bryce Ewert. He was 3rd coming in to the point standings. 6th, in the number 2, was Kurt Elliott, who was 5th in points. Then in 7th, and number 11, was Susan Graves, who was our points leader coming into this race. 8th was Carissa Nasato, who was tied for 8th in points, alongside the driver who finished last in today's race, Barrett Sims, in number 23. Now, with that out of the way, here are your point standings. So, your point standings are on the screen as shown. As you can see, your points leader with 27 points after finishing 2nd today is Alexa Patterson. Then 2nd in points coming in as the points leader, but a mediocre finish will give Susan Graves 2nd in points. And then the big points day, 14 points, brings Connor Snelling up to 3rd in points with 21 points plus his win that he got. Then we have Bryce Ewert, who is 4th in points with 20 points. I'm moved down to 5th in points with 17 points, which, you know, like I said, as the way that the race seemed it was going early, I'm more than happy with the 4th place finish, because I very easily could have slid all the way to the back, but I was able to find something with the race car, and you know, at the end there, the car actually kind of became fun to drive once I really learned once I learned what the car was doing. It became fun to drive. But I think I might still tweak the tune on it just a little bit to loosen it up. Still 6th in points with 15 points now is Katie Goff. 7th in points, down from 5th in points, is Kurt Elliott with 14 points. 8th with 8 points, off to not a great start to the season, is Carissa Nasato, as she breaks her tie with 9th in points with only 6 points, Barrett Sims. So Carissa, Barrett, not off to good starts here. Carissa Nasato's finishes have been 8th, 8th, and 8th. She's finished 8th 3 times. Meanwhile, Barrett Sims has finished 7th, 9th, and 9th. So, I want to say it'd be a lack of equipment, but all the car stats are the exact same. They all have the same performance index, as I'll show on screen right here. So I don't know what it is. I guess they're just struggling to get a handle on the Formula E cars. They're tricky cars to drive. But with that all being said, the race is run, the points are up there. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time as we jump into the world of racing. Take it easy.